Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. It looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's run loose here. And here's Jordi Alba. Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Passing nice and neat. And now they can clear their lines. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passes short and sharp. Rafinha. Now it's Rafinha. There's the shot! Goal, Sweden! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Uzbekistan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... He's had a shot! Valverde is flagged offside. Rummenigge.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Oh, well played, lovely. He's picked his way through. Uzbekistan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Uzbekistan with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Rafinha. Cafu. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Baggio.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, played right into his path. Roberto Baggio! It's a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Sweden are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And the pass is intercepted. Acrobatic effort! Oh, that was extravagant by any... And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Sweden sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So off we go once more. Pirlo. That has been slung wide.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Rafinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pirlo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rummenigge. And it's lofted through here. Sweden with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rafinha. Pirlo. Well seen. Saw that coming. And that's put paid to a promising move. Jordi Alba. No, again there's no way through. And here's Shevchenko. Wilshere played out towards the right wing. He can run onto that. He's got a side of goal. Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Rummenigge. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Rummenigge. He's had a hit! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. "75 minutes played. Messi, and it's Wilshere. Musiala. Musiala will... And here's a chance! No, he's missed it.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! It's in! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. Rummenigge. Shevchenko. Now it's Roberto Baggio. It's Pirlo. And here's Jordi Alba. Can he find the finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Seedorf. And the shot's on here. Romario. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they've got it again. Romario! Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the... And Eto'o! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Eto'o has actually shocked himself. Where's that hole in the ground?
Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Roberto Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Rummenigge is on his own. Great hit! Goal, Sweden! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Sweden are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Roberto Baggio. Baggio unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the pass is intercepted. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in plenty of space here. And that's a good ball. And Shevchenko! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Romario. Roberto Baggio. Rummenigge could move up a gear here. And the half-time whistle goes. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Sweden ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's had a shot! Edmilson.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's chosen to go back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Jordi Alba. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Tries a shot! Nedved. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Shevchenko. And through to the goalkeeper. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Roberto Baggio. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, Pirlo! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
He's given it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Picked out brilliantly. There's the hit! Sticks it away! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Chance! And yes, it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Sweden are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, perfectly measured. Shot at goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Pirlo plays it short. Chance for the header! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Sweden have their second corner now. Ah, such a clever touch. And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi gets across to intercept that.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of...
Up he goes! Sweden with another chance from a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Goes without saying, that was poor. Rivaldo. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm. Vigo in acres of space out wide. And that is that. Sweden really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And they've got rid. Referee's given a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Jordi Alba is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Cavani. Puyol wins the duel this time. Busquets. Can he finish? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's intervened well there.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rafinha. Pirlo. 15 minutes till half-time. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. And it's Baggio. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Busquets kept his eye on it, and he's there. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Griezmann. So, what can they make of this? Well read. Nice interception. For Messi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Back into the middle. Roberto Baggio. Shevchenko. Shevchenko puts his foot on the gas. He is through here.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
Up he goes! He scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Sweden head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Sweden really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Good ball over the top. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Sweden are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Always onto this. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Has a look and place it forward. Pirlo. Can he get it through? This might spell danger. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rummenigge. Passes short and sharp. Now Ruben Dias. Cavani.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Shevchenko. Rummenigge. Picked out shapes to shoot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's come loose. And he thumps it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rafinha. Rummenigge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Baggio.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Driving on and making good progress.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Roberto Baggio. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Looking for the runner. Mohamed Salah ploughing through the middle. Cafu clears it away. Rafinha. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rummenigge. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rummenigge. And the ball is out of play. And we've reached half-time. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Neymar. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Pirlo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Busquets. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he finish? They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Sweden have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid.
Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pirlo. And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
And here's... And Shevchenko!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well, there's the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. 75 minutes played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Great ball if he can get there. And a shot! It's run... Oh, what has happened here? That's another chance! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Sweden are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And it's Neymar. That's that, the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They want to be quick to recover this. And again! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pirlo. Rummenigge. Always onto this. Can he get away here? He's got the shot away! He scores! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rummenigge. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He can get that clear. Busquets.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Rafinha! And that was probably asking just too much. Rafinha. Now who's going to be first to this? Serginho. And it's Owen. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pirlo. Shevchenko. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Busquets gets across to intercept that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Busquets. Rummenigge. Half-time coming up and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mbappe. Quality ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Khan clears.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rafinha, he's shifting through the gears here. No, again there's no way through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Sweden have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we are back on the way. Roberto Baggio.
Sweden couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trick.
Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cafu. It's a good spell of possession, this. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's some... He's had a hit! It carries far too far and out of play. Pirlo. Busquets. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
And he's intervened well there. Serginho. Owen. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, smashing header! Now it's Cavani. Vinicius Junior. He can run onto that. Defending was strong and firm. Real chance! And it's in! An act of charity gratefully received. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Hernandez cuts it out. The final 5 minutes. Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. And a header! It's a goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Sweden are having a ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
4 extra minutes added on. And here's Owen. No, that's been intercepted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the referee brings it to a close. Sweden looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Mbappe. Can he put it away? Khan catches it safely. Roberto Carlos. Big header! And again! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, what? He's had a shot! He scores! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Sweden clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And out it comes again. And no, that was never going to make it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Pirlo. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Figo. Into the box. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Thuram with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And he welcomes it in. He is through here. He's had a hit! Goal, Sweden! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Sweden go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And it's Batistuta. Batistuta! They want to be quick to recover this. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. Rafinha, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Shot could be on. Decent hit! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Mbappe very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Tchouameni, Busquets, spots it and intercepts. Played back in. And here's Figo. Cafu gets into some space. And that should get the job done. Thuram. Busquets.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Sweden come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Sweden do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And Messi! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Rafinha. And it's Azar. Oh, that was vital. He's picked his way through. Chance for the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Up he goes! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Corner number 3 coming up. Azar! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Sweden just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.